anything else and then explain why. Well, there's a clear winner here. It's Ripple XRP. Why wouldn't it be Bitcoin or Ethereum? Why were those not 1 and 2 and then Ripple number 3? I think it's because the vast majority of people see the obvious. They understand it. They see that one works, the others don't. If most of those people did what I did, I ran a transaction on each of those. And Bitcoin and Ethereum don't come close. They're expensive, they're clumsy, they're insecure, they're slow. And you couldn't run a taco stand on those two, but you can certainly run not only a taco stand with Ripple, you could run a global financial system with that technology. So it's obvious. It's a kindergartner could figure that one out. And I really mean that, sincerely. You give them the basics of how each of those work and have them run a little lemonade stand, and they're never going to use Bitcoin and Ethereum as money. They like to have it right then and there, and they like to know what's going to be there, and Ripple provides that. But this is pretty interesting because he has, like I said, over 1 million followers, and he got some pretty heavy response there. And it's interesting because every time I see this done, every time there's a little bit of a poll, you get the same responses. It's always XRP out there. The only time you see anything any different is when you're putting together a poll by a Bitcoin maxi that skews the question in a way that, well, you couldn't answer Ripple, right? You'd have to answer something else. And I don't see many of those anymore. I used to see those years back. It's just, the jig is up. People know. Now, this guy's not a crypto guy, like I said, but he just put it out there because, well, he sees what everybody else sees. We see a crypto-friendly president and his administration now, and so we're talking about it, right? The conversation's being had out there. You've got, I think she's a senator, something Loomis. She's a Bitcoin maxi because she keeps uttering the words, Bitcoin Reserve? Well, it's not going to be a Bitcoin Reserve. And I'm going to have another video that's going to bring that to a head a little bit more, make a clearer point of what I'm trying to say with respect to that particular senator. But this gives you the idea, or an idea of what the national consciousness, or at least a good segment of it. If you're going to run statistics, 1 million people, I don't know how many responded to this. Let's see if it says there. I don't think I read that piece. 118,522 votes. I'd say that's a pretty good test group there. And I don't know what the inclinations of his audience are politically. But my guess is he's probably leaning a little more toward conservatism than liberalism. I'm not sure. Could be wrong. But based on my personal history and what reality